These maps, Cafe's not that bad. All right. Dude, you guys are splitting like a $50,000 car for your first car. I don't know if this is. Hopefully, this one's legit. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. You told your parents you didn't want a car? My first car was a really old Dodge Durango. And I was like 17 when I got it or something. That thing was beat to fucking death. It was a good car though. It only leaked oil. That's not that bad. Honestly, it was a good car though. Well, it was like my dad's car.
5 seconds left.
It was like a base Dodge Durango, and it was my dad's car, and he like drove the shit out of it, and then I got it. I was happy though, I didn't have to pay for it, so my parents like gave me that car, which is very nice of them actually. I think it had like 150,000 miles on it or something, and it was like, I forgot how old it was. My dad drives a lot, but yeah, it was like a base. It had like cloth seats. Everything like that. No navigation or anything fancy like that at all. But it drove, so. One drop red. Yeah, finding a good used car now is probably quite difficult. Back then, I guarantee that Durango is not worth more than maybe a few grand, but like, which is still, though, I appreciate my parents giving it, if that even.
Last operator standing.
But now to get a car that's like running and like, you know, runs decently well for like a few grand is a pretty tough proposition.
Nice. 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Mm-hmm. If your city had good public transportation, use that instead you don't get that luxury in most of the US. Well, things are pretty spread out in the US. Things are pretty spread out. You get, like, public transportation is not really viable in most of the United States. In the cities it is, but not in the suburbs at all. What a beautiful change of pace from cheaters to baiters. Yep. Well, in certain areas, yeah, you can have high-speed rail, but, like, you can't, like, okay, I'll give you an example. I live in the suburbs of Detroit. There's no way that any form of public transportation would ever make sense here. It would never make sense, ever. It would quite literally take, like, a fucking billion years to have it pay off. And even that, like, you would still have to walk, like, a fuck ton.
Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse the bomb.
It'll never happen. It'll literally never happen. Dude. How are you gonna connect, like, I'm reinforcing this. How are you gonna connect, like, rural areas with high-speed rail? It's not, it's fucking stupid. You could, like, it'd be dumb as fuck to do that. You're gonna connect the fucking people, like, outside of every neighborhood. You're gonna have a train stop to go to fucking Walmart or something down the road? No. There's no way that ever financially fucking makes sense in, like, a gazillion years. Maybe between, like, LA and, like, San Francisco or some shit like that. That might make sense.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
Of course.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh, the new Lord of the Rings show? I honestly really liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, the first episode was interesting. Yeah, maybe connecting some major cities and stuff, but, like, I don't know. I think it would be a pretty tall task to actually pull off. I think it's a really great idea in theory, but, like, in actual practice, like, remember, you have to get all of this passed politically and get everybody on board with this, which would be pretty hard.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
It's estimated to be 4 trillion. Yeah, that's never happening. It's unlucky. Elon's tunnel boring shit. Yeah, that's not happening either. Chat, let me tell you guys something, okay? People always claim, like, XYZ, like, oh, the future, like, I like, being optimistic is great and everything, but, like, people also need to be realistic. So I remember as a kid, right? People used to say, like, oh, we're gonna have flying fucking cars by 2020. We're gonna have flying cars and shit. Guess what we don't have? Flying cars. Like, shit pretty much stays, like, mostly the same.
One Op 4
It's motherfucking working! Go off! Thorn! Okay, in reading. Bro, there's a fucking thorn trap there. It's not going off! This guy's inside the fucking site! This game is so bad. Like, if this game actually worked properly, I don't know why this guy's staring at the gate. The guy has to go through the gate. There you go. No, bro. All these like futuristic things that people like make like bold claims about and shit. Like, okay, they could happen, but generally they don't. Coming from somebody who's fucking old, and like, I'm not even that old, dude. But like the amount of things that like people claim are coming in the future that are like cutting edge technology and shit, none of it comes true. None of it. Anything that they're fucking telling you is gonna be out in 10 or 20 years is probably not fucking coming, ever. Like, it might come out because like it might be like technically plausible, and then somebody will write an article about it, but it's not gonna fucking happen. Because, like, the cost to, like, make these things is, like, incredibly high. And then it just doesn't happen. Like, cost, liability. Like, by the time it actually goes into, like... You have to think of... Whatever item that you're thinking of making, or, like, invention that's coming out, or, like, form of transportation, or whatever it is, you have to think... You have to take the dumbest motherfucker in the world and make it work for that person. Okay? And it has to be cost-effective. Good luck with 90% of this shit. Like... Good fucking luck.
Drone has located a bomb.
Black Ops 2 is set in 2025, less than 3 years now, and none of that shit's gonna happen. Pretty true.
10 seconds. 5 seconds to insertion. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Right.
Reloading. Deploying drone.
Bro, this guy's a shotgun. What are you doing? That's how you know it's the fucking end of the season. Right. Yeah, you're gonna have Amazon drones delivering you packages by, like, next year. Okay, bro. Sure thing. You can just ace the wall. The main wall is, it's not battered or anything. Yo, Ace, come to bakery, dude. The wall is completely fucking open to get. No battery.
Must recover the diffuser. Bomb.
Good job.
4 eliminated.
Amazon has done some trials for drone delivery. It doesn't work in America because too many people shoot them down. I know that you're just joking and trying to be funny, but realistically, the reason it doesn't work is because as soon as a fucking drone drops on a car and causes a fucking car accident, or drops on a person and injures them, it's fucking GG. As soon as a drone flies into fucking unrestricted airspace on accident or something happens, GG. Like, That's the reason that there's no drones yet. And it's probably going to be like a tough, like, it's not that it can't happen, but it's going to be fucking tough to like actually get that to work. Like, you have to think of like, if you deliver like 10,000 packages, 100,000 packages by drone delivery, and it's fine, that's great. But as soon as it goes into restricted airspace and fucking like does something wrong, or drops on a person, or drops on a car, or drops on someone's property, the bad press and the fucking negative, like whatever, the lawsuits and stuff that will come out it'll get scrapped immediately. People will shoot them down, people will steal them, whatever fucking else could possibly happen. You name it.
Before insertion. 5 seconds before insertion.
If you're invested in a couple of drone delivery stocks, they do quite well usually. That's great. It's not a practical thing. A stock doing well and then something being viable are like not two things that really like are correlated generally. There's guns that are designed to take down drones. That's their only purpose. It was like net shooting ones or something. The government is going to confiscate your 10-inch dildo when it flies through restricted airspace. This is not going super well. I understand, like, okay, there's one in the freezer. I understand that there's actually like, they could program drones to like not go into restricted airspace and stuff like that, for example. But as soon as they do, I'm not even saying Area 51. You can't fly over a lot of areas, technically. Like an airport, for example. What happens when a drone flies near a fucking airport or something? Like, it just freaks out. And like, statistically speaking, to make this like actually viable cost-wise, they're gonna have to like make these drones. These drones are not gonna be, you know, they're gonna have certain limitations, right? Or if they're starting to, the biggest thing is falling out of the sky. Statistically speaking, let me see. I'm actually curious. How many deliveries does Amazon do a year? How many deliveries does Amazon do Okay, Amazon delivered 4 fucking billion packages. And that was like pre-COVID, where people are now shopping way the fuck more online, okay? 4 billion, okay? All you need is like a few drones to drop on people. And statistically, if you have 4 fucking billion deliveries, it's gonna happen.
We need to locate a bomb.
Right. If it hits something, anything midair, if it drops on a person, drops on a car. It's a great idea in theory. It really is a great idea in theory. But in practice, between like the liability of it all and like the bad press, that's why, if you've seen it, Amazon has basically scrapped their drone program. It's pretty much dead.
5 seconds to go.
They're peeking
Locate
bakery
and
door.
defuse the
It's a
bomb.
Cade. Right. That, and you also, exactly, you do the FAA to change, like, regulation and so it's a whole fucking bunch of shit, dude. It's not like a little, it's not like, oh, just throw fucking drones up in the sky and start dropping them on people's porches. You, can someone burn? I don't know if, I don't think I got the shield, honestly. I'm fucking blind. Oh, I did get the shield, nice.
Drop the
One behind the flip bookcase, my bad.
friendly
Oh my
last operator
god.
standing. Bomb has been located. We have been eliminated.
They can only fly over roadways and sidewalks, but then what's the point? That would be, like, literally worse, because if you're flying over roadways and sidewalks, you're guaranteed if one of them falls out of the sky, that it lands on a fucking person or a car, or, like, highly likely. Can you imagine you're just sitting in fucking traffic and, like, a 60-pound Amazon drone just, like, drops on top of your fucking car? You're walking your dog and, like, a fucking Amazon drone that's, like, 60, 80 pounds drops out of the sky and fucking crushes you and your dog? Yeah, that'll probably be a great look. I wonder why they canceled their drone program. Like,
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
that's like some on the shit on the boy. You're ordering weights right now. Right. Imagine those things are in fucking Australia, dude. Magpies would be attacking the fuck out of the drones. Can you imagine that shit trying to survive in Australia?
10
Bro.
seconds.
Magpies would actually take down every Amazon drone on the
5
Australian
seconds to go.
continent within 24 hours.
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
I mean, listen, it's a really good idea. It's like one of those, like, pie in the sky. It's like one of those, like, pie in the sky ideas. It's really good. It sounds really good in theory, but, like, this is why nice things don't happen.
Your location has been compromised.
This is why we can't have nice things. People will ruin everything, unfortunately.
Bomb has been located. The diffuser is no longer in possession.
Yeah, there's an alibi bottom run. She ran away.
Op 4 last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Yeah, Area 51 is, like, very strictly controlled airspace. At least from what I understand, they will literally just shoot you down. You don't, like, turn around, like, immediately. Like, they have, like, a zone that's, like, miles long that's, like, a buffer. And they tell you, like, turn around or you will die. And if you, like, don't, like, pretty quickly, then they just shoot you down. Yeah, the military is not really fucking around with their airspace. That's Understandable. I mean, they kind of have to be crazy. Like, you can't just, like, let... I mean, it's like any Air Force base. It's not just Area 51. It's, like, literally everywhere. Which makes sense. Like, you can't be having, like,
Secure
really
the
just
bombs.
any like, military... whatever base. You can't be having random shit flying over... for, like, security purposes. Obviously, there's... If somebody wanted to spy on those bases, there, you know, there's satellites and stuff, but...
Be advised, Op 4 has found
Right. I mean, it's understandable.
a bomb. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Oh, yeah, dude. Remember when there was a thing that was like they were gonna try to have like a bunch of people like storm Area 51? Remember when that was a thing and like 1 million people signed up for it to like do it? And then like literally no one showed up? There was like 5 YouTubers who showed up. Well, I know fucking 2Mad's dumbass went there. I still remember that. He literally came in like my Discord when I was like playing Siege when and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm going to fucking Area 51. He's like, you want to come? I'm like, no. Like, why the fuck would I want to go to Area 51, dude? To be fair, a decent number did actually show up close to the base, but the original organizer threw a huge event in Vegas instead, and it was sponsored by Bud Light. There you go. What an entrepreneurial individual.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, he's below. Ew, can you watch White? I just still can't believe they threw an event and Bud Light sponsored that shit, dude.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4, last stop standing.
There we go.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Bud Light, it's out of this world. About 150 people went, but they found out quickly it was a bad idea because they forgot important supplies like water. Yeah, generally it's like pretty important to have water on hand, but yeah, I'll take 55 elo. That's not too bad. Done, Jetto. Hey, Alfback. Right. I had 2 packs actually. Jetto, okay, you are Australian. If there was Amazon delivery drones in Australia, how long do you think it would take for them to get taken down by magpies? I got 2 shit headgears for $1. Like, okay. Whatever. A day, exactly. Literally, yeah. There's literally no way, dude. You don't fuck with magpies? It's it's swooping season? Is that actually a thing, dude? It's fucking swooping season? You're not leaving your house. It's swooping season. That is wild. It's a real thing? I don't know, dude. Seems crazy to me. I don't think it's real. Mm-mm.